Alright, I am back on WoW Retail. Do some, little bit of time on auction work. I haven't really been keeping up with it lately. But I want to use up all my gold for sub. Gotta make some money. Since I like to spend my time over in the Classic. But I have lots of stuff to sell here. Rare stuff at that. Nothing sold on that mail dump. I haven't checked the mail in quite some time, so if I had multiple posts, it'll be here at the end. Let's see if I have any gold in the mail. Technically, I could cheat and look at my revenue in TSM, but we're pretty certain it shows in there before actually needing to collect the gold, but I like the surprise. I do have a reasonably large amount of items from RFK that are, not huge sellers. Since I just started essentially reaccumulating items from runs outside of the stock that you may not already know, previous streams, vids, whatnot. I have not been on for roughly a year, and right before leaving last, I ditched everything that was under roughly 10k at the current sale value at the time, which reduced my, need for storing these items by probably 2/3. It's hard to say with new content releases and stuff coming soon and whatnot, if, there'll be very many buyers for MOGs. But I'll keep posting them. Basically you sell a couple items, really low-end items. Hello? And it just basically makes up for the cost for posting.
See you later.
And now after that, you're just waiting for one big item, one big ticket item to sell.
Inventory is full.
This is my primary auction house, dude. Just meaning I choose him as the one I primarily post items on, and then As I get more duplicates of the same item, I pass them down to another guy on a different realm. Generally, the sell prices are, within a reasonable loss as I go down from the different realms. The ones I've chosen, at least. Based on being high population. Yeah, it's more competition for posting items, but you want more people to be able to buy stuff. Now you can see the varying degree of items that I'm posting. There's even stuff in there that's garbage items that I reasonably lazy after the last few mog runs. I didn't really clean up too well. I've seen it a couple times, right? There's like an 80 gold one's like, why bother, but just haven't bothered to post it. And then you can also, if you wanted to, I could set up a posting group. Just not to even bother posting if you have to undercut something. The odds of you being the one and only every time is not great. You're usually gonna have some competition, even if you catch them on an off day where theirs comes off auction. You'll come back and find out that they've undercut you.
You need
So
something?
it's just continued back and forth.
Have a good one.
You know, 6 days ago. That's not great. I haven't been keeping up with my auctions. But we had the weekend recently, and coming into the holiday week here, I've updated my streaming schedule to accommodate spending more time with the family while they're home on breaks from school and whatnot. As far as some of the requests for info on whether I was going to be running a TVC tune, probably not at this junction. I mean, I would love to, but I don't want to spread too thin, you know? I'm really enjoying the ultra hardcore. Is ultra really necessary? No. Hardcore is already hardcore, right? I personally have always thought that, you know, even when you're like extremely careful, there's so many things that can be, outside of calculation. I mean, I've been in an area where you think you know the respawn timer for NPCs, mobs, and you go, oh, that's welcome to WoW Classic, because suddenly they all just respawn at the same time versus in a staggered formation, and you almost get taken down. So, no one has this Trapper shirt posted. Didn't come up on the last database scan. So the Trapper's shirt you can't get anymore, at least currently. Who knows what Blizz will do. Purely a collector's item. Oops. But, of course you can't see without taking my armor off, but it's essentially something that I managed to not put on one of my characters from, I couldn't tell you the exact date, 2008 maybe. Summertime around that period, they stopped doing that. That shirt, but just no longer available anymore.
Good day to you. See you around.
I probably could be more aggressive on items like that. Maybe should be. Trying to get folks to come and take a look at that item from any other realm. Collectors. But if you're a collector, you're probably going to pop into a good chunk of high population
Inventory is full.
Realms. Probably through a database tool, online tool, something like that, that tells you what people are posting it. I would be curious to know. If there's any information on it right now. Yeah, so it was the former starter shirt, and they changed it from a trapper's shirt to a trapper's vest. Which was, so the trapper's shirt is the one that's actually a true shirt. And the trapper's vest is actually a chest piece. And this was Horde. So basically you could wear a Horde starting shirt on the Lion's Tune if you bought this. I also have the foot pad shirt, which is see here. Yeah, so the foot pad shirt's no longer obtainable. No information on when it was taken out, but at least by 2011, from what I'm seeing. And, I mean, you can see a good chunk of my items here each round are posting at normal price, which means I'm not competing with somebody at the current moment with those items. This is something I meant to look into. I had the same skin, but you can see the difference in pricing. And it's because of the item level, I imagine. I've just been letting it slide. But it could be, someone could get that same Mog for 900 gold versus 19,000. I'm not that worried about it. Some of these are ones that I've gotten lucky enough to have had. Some of them are like, oh, I don't have it like this one here. I don't have this myself. This is actually a very rare drop out of RFK. Or maybe it could even be a world drop. It probably is from like a chest. I don't typically post too many rings, but I haven't taken the time to strip those out of my posting packages.
Safe travels.
Since, well, like bracers, for example, you don't typically mog them. But since Blizzard's changing mog preferences and whatnot, maybe someday there'll be a reason for it. Excuse me. Still no sales. Nothing, just chilling there. We'll get to the end here soon, I imagine. Oh, yeah. This would take ages and ages without TSM. But that's its purpose. And this does not break any agreement, you'll agreement with Blizzard. There's no automation here, so I'm merely using your mouse scroll wheel to
How are
click
you?
the post button.
Have a good one.
Nothing sold. That's unfortunate. I haven't been real aggressive on posting. Sometimes folks will see your item be posted, then wait to see you lower it over a course of a couple of weeks before they try and buy it. And then if you stop posting it, suddenly, the interest is gone. So there's always a chance that you'll have lost a sale. I've had people reach out by mail, in-game mail, asking for price reductions and stuff, and I've most often figured they were acceptable. I haven't gotten anybody be terribly rude about it. Price-wise, be like, undercutting by a mile. Really haven't had any. Let's grab those excess items here out of the bank.
Yeah, what do you want?
More bank. Didn't post on the last realm. Perhaps it'll post on this realm. Now you can see why, don't want to spend too much time doing this. It's not terribly entertaining for that matter. But, if you are interested in learning more about this setup, be more than happy to do a demonstration.
Yeah, what do you want?
I want to sell my items, fool. Try to remember to take a look and see how much the tokens are going for now. That's a silly thing to be posting right there. That was definitely probably one of my last runs. Ooh. Yeah. Pretty sweet. So this Paladin Sabatons here, it's another item that's not pulling up from the database, which is good and bad. Means no one else is posting it, but it could also be, no big deal. Like, nobody wants it. No, I don't know. Good. I'll often take the time to maybe do a quick review of these items online, compare them with TSM's database information, and more often than not that TSM has accurate data. You can't really use the wiki, like WoW Wiki. I'm not sure where it pulled its information from. But at the very least, if WoW Wiki has a high number on there for sale value, then it means it's probably going to be a lot higher when you try to post it. You know, if it says 20K, it's probably going to be 100K in reality.
If you ever need any... I seen you around here before.
Yeah, I'm sure you have, buddy.
Glad I could help.
Nothing sold on this tune either.
I got what you need.
This guy had far less items posted, so that's, I mean, time-wise, not that bad.
You drive a hard.
One more to go.
Hello. Safe travels.
I can't carry any more of those. It's too far away. I'm out of range.
That was that. You can see
How are you?
a good majority of items posted. Resilient Tunic is relatively common
See you
as
around.
far as the lower end of the rare side in RFK. Excuse me. So with that being said, I think it's a good time to call it. So thank you everyone who popped in. And if you do have any questions on the setup and whatnot, I'd be happy to show you. Alright? Thanks again and take care.